Here's a name I can say from the Eradicator.
Hello and welcome to this channel, everybody. This is the Eradicator, and as you probably might have seen, Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 is out. Actually, this is the earliest I've ever seen for a patch, December 21st. My goodness, that is really early for a patch. It is going to have a really good score here when I'm going to do the review when it comes to punctuality. Anyway, this video is not going to be about the patch notes. We've already covered a lot of patch notes during the PTU. They're pretty much the same, and then when they release those patch notes, when the new patch is released, it's basically a combo of all the patch notes from the PTU. So we're not going to talk about this. In this video, guys, I will tell you what is going to be my strategy for Star Citizen Alpha 3.8, because Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 is going to introduce a lot of new things, including first server-side object container streaming, which is a major improvement. As you can see, we're really experiencing amazing new performance. The frames per second are amazing. The animations are much smoother as well, and the way we walk is already much quicker, and lots of other things. Interaction with the AI is better, for example. Combat is far more interesting. And however, there's a downside. This is a brand new server technology, so we were informed on the website, just like what we were eventually experiencing in the PTU, that server stability is not going to be all that great, because they're still testing, they're still doing a lot of tests. This is like really this technology is at its infancy, so we should expect, at least for the 3.8 branch, quite a few 30k errors that they are going to eventually clear out throughout various 3.8.x patches. Now, the big thing with this 3.8 patch is not, well, there's going to be Microtech, of course, but it's just an empty shell. There's nothing to do there. The main thing, in my opinion, that is going to be really important here with Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 is going to be the very beginning of persistence, basically. With Star Citizen Alpha 3.8, we are finally starting to keep everything that we are buying in-game, including ships, ship components, as well as armor, guns. So normally, when Star Citizen Alpha 3.9 is going to be out, and hopefully Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 as well, we should be able to keep our credits, as well as everything that we would have bought until now. This is, to me, a game changer. This is the very beginning of our life in the verse. Of course, these are not going to be the final persistence elements. They are going to be much broader wipes. Probably, if there's going to, I would guess that when server meshing is going to be implemented, they would have to make another big wipe. So it's not the wipe that we're having here with Star Citizen Alpha 3.8, that is wiping 3.7, is not going to be the final wipe. But the idea here is to really try to have the game persist as much as possible. So probably we should expect to keep our items, we should expect to keep our money or equipment for several patches, and I think that this is already very interesting. This allows us players to no longer see or experience in the game over the next couple of 3 months, actually, but a far more distance, I would say. So this is why I am not going to start trading in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8. This is not going to be my strategy for this patch. In this patch, my strategy is going to be focusing more on combat and outfitting my ships. The reason why is, as I mentioned before, Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 is not going to be entirely stable server-wise, and there are going to be high chances of entirely losing cargoes due to 30k errors in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8. The likelihood of having 30k errors in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 is going to be far higher than in Star Citizen Alpha 3.7, and as a result, the chances of losing everything in trading is also going to be far higher in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 than in other patches, which is why I would see trading as eventually being not really a waste of time, because you're always honing your skills, of course, but maybe on the long term in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 branch, not the most profitable way of making money. I think that in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 I will be focusing on combat and deliveries. Anything that basically does not involve any investment that may be lost in server disconnections is going to be a good way of making money. So I would go for for ship deliveries, and I would also go for anything related to combat. Now, speaking of combat, there is a brand new mission in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8, which is a mission called Call to Arms, which I think is really fantastic, because until now, when you were being interdicted, when you were encountering red players or maybe red NPCs, basically enemy NPCs and players who have broken the law, who are wanted by the UEE, unless they had a bounty on them, you were not getting any money from killing them. This is no longer the case with this Call to Arms mission. Every time you are are killing an NPC that doesn't have a bounty on them but is still considered wanted, you are making some money. Any NPC that is hostile to you is going to potentially be a source of profit, and this, in my opinion, is a game changer. In the past, interdictions were kind of a waste of time, a burden, but with this new patch, interdictions are going to be a source of income, and that is really something that I am really looking forward to in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8. So you should expect me to do a lot of combat missions, FPS missions, bounty hunting missions, patrol missions. I brought back my cutlass, so I will be using my cutlass a lot. I will be outfitting my cutlass in the best way possible for combat, and you should be seeing me doing delivery missions as well, hoping to be interdicted to make extra cash. So that's what I will be doing in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8. I'm not saying that I'm discarding trade completely. Perhaps when I finish outfitting all of my ships, so I want to, I definitely want to outfit my Cutlass. I'm gonna have to also outfit my Caterpillar and perhaps the Starfarer too, because I want those ships to be as effective as possible. I want those ships to be leaving atmospheres as quickly as possible, and I want them to have the best coolants possible as well. So when those ships are being outfitted and I have nothing else to invest in the game, then yeah, eventually I would start trading, because I would have nothing to lose. I would have already done what I wanted to do regarding my investments in the game. So yeah, eventually at that point, if I get to that point, hopefully maybe in February or March when I finish outfitting all of my ships, then yeah, I'll be doing trading. But in the meantime, it is mostly going to be combat and deliveries. But please tell me in the comments down below, guys, what are you guys going to do in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8? If you are interested in trading, are you going to hire the Eradicator? I am going to, normally in previous patches, I was hiring people. In this patch, I will be for hire. So yeah, look out for me. Please make me some offers and I'll be delighted to play with you guys in the verse. Also, don't forget that this month I've got a giveaway. These are the final days if you want to win those beautiful hats and t-shirts from your favorite ship manufacturers. All you need to do, the occasion of winning, is to be a subscriber and yeah, to comment to any videos posted this month. The winner will be announced during Christmas Eve. Also, thanks to Dark Spiral, I am giving away an NVL C8 Pisces, which is the perfect ship that will allow you to go from in and out planetary surfaces that have that, especially if they have atmosphere, because this is a really quick ship. All you need to do, the occasions of winning, is to be a Patreon subscriber. Pledges start at $1 a month and they really help this channel a lot. That's all for this video, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. This is the Eradicator. I'm signing out.
What can I do for you? I think you're confused.